Delta 1398 declaring an emergency. We've got plenty of fuel and onboard souls are...
Did you know that up to 97% of aviation accidents occur on or near the runway? A startling fact, isn't it? But what if we told you that these aren't just random mishaps, but often consequences of misinterpretations of runway markings? Yes, those intricate designs and patterns you see on the runways aren't just for aesthetic purposes. They are a sophisticated language of aviation safety, silently guiding thousands of aircraft every day. But here's the catch. When these markings are misread or misunderstood, it can lead to catastrophic results. In fact, a significant number of accidents can be traced back to such misunderstandings, making the runway one of the most critical areas in aviation safety. So, it's not just about the pilots getting their bearings right, it's a matter of public safety, with every takeoff and landing. So, you see, understanding runway markings isn't just for the pilots, it's a matter of public safety. But what are these runway markings and what do they mean? The lines, numbers, and symbols painted on the tarmac aren't merely decorations, they serve a critical role in aviation safety. Let's begin with the runway centerline, a continuous stripe down the middle of the runway. This line acts as a guide for pilots, helping them maintain alignment during takeoff and landing. It's painted in white, a color chosen for its visibility against the dark asphalt. Next, we have threshold markings. These are the parallel stripes you'll find at either end of the runway. These markings indicate where the runway starts and ends. They're also painted white, and their number can vary depending on the runway's width. Moving on, we come across touchdown zone markings. These are sets of 1, 2, or 3 rectangular bars, arranged symmetrically around the runway centerline. They're located in the first third of the runway, where aircraft are expected to touch down. The number of bars tells pilots how far into the touchdown zone they are, helping them land safely and accurately. Then we have runway designations. These are numbers and sometimes a letter found at each end of the runway. The numbers represent the runway's magnetic heading, rounded off to the nearest 10 degrees, while the letter differentiates between parallel runways. These designations are painted in white, ensuring pilots know exactly where they are and where they're headed. Lastly, let's talk about the runway's edge and shoulder markings. The edges of a runway are typically marked with white lines, while the shoulders, areas not intended for aircraft use, have yellow markings. These help pilots identify the usable runway surface, especially in poor visibility conditions. These markings, in their simplicity, play an instrumental role in guiding pilots during takeoff, landing, and taxiing. They're designed to be clear and easily identifiable, even under challenging conditions. They form a visual language that pilots across the globe understand, ensuring safe and efficient operations at airports. It's clear that these markings are more than just lines and numbers on the tarmac, they're essential navigational tools. So, how do these markings directly impact airport safety? Runway markings are not just pretty designs on the tarmac, they play a pivotal role in airport safety. They're essentially the language of the runway, guiding pilots, ground crew, and air traffic controllers in their operations. Imagine driving without road signs or traffic lights. It would be chaotic, right? The same principle applies to airports. Without accurate runway markings, the risk of runway incursions and accidents significantly increases. These markings indicate where to take off, land, and taxi. They also highlight safety zones and potential hazards. Knowing how to read these markings is crucial for pilots, especially in poor visibility conditions. Moreover, by adhering to international standards, these markings ensure consistency across airports globally, making it easier for pilots to navigate unfamiliar airports. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we understand about runway markings, the safer our skies become.